27, Pasuk Aleph. Vayetzav Moshe v'ziknei Yisrael asaham lemoich. Moshe and the elders of the Jewish people commanded the nation. Very strange. Not Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe and the elders of the Jewish people together, they commanded the Jewish people. They commanded the Jewish people. That's the simply from the words. Or he told them first, and they went together with him to tell the Jewish nation. What they said. God all the mitzvahs. The day you transfer the Jordan River, it's to the land of Eretz Yisrael that Hashem gives you. You should put up big stones, big rocks, and you should cover them with plaster. And what do you write on them? Because Savta Aleim is called Divrei Torah Zois. You should write on them all the words of the Torah. And not only that, later on the Torah says, Bo'ei Retev. V'chosavta La'avonim is called Divrei Torah Zois Be'ei Retev. Rashi says, B'shivin Loshen, 70 languages. Imagine, what a project is it? To write the whole Torah in 70 languages on those giant rocks. Number one is, where are those rocks? They exist, don't exist. Until when they existed. If you open the Gemara Brachas, the Gemara speaks about different blessings that we have to do when we see something, Kriyas Yam Suf. The question is, those stones exist till when? And what is the goal of those stones? Simply is, the goal of those stones, that somebody wants to learn the Torah. You can learn the whole Torah. The whole Torah is written. You can have a Torah scroll in your house. You have a center that all the Torahs can learn from in all languages. Or any goy can come in and learn Torah. Any language. Who is it for? For the goyim? For the Jews? Shlichoy Shivim Loshoim is the goyim. What about the Jews? Can Jews enjoy it? The call is for the Jews? There's a machloikes Reb Saadia Goyen and the Ramban, what they wrote on those stones. According to the Ramban and simply Rashi, they learn that in details, literally, the whole Torah from Bereshis until Enikol Yisrael, with all the tagim and with all the tropes, everything was written on it. And they copied all the Sefer Torahs from there. So according to the Ramban and Rashi, the goal is to copy. Means if I want to write a Sefer Torah, I don't go to the Sefer Torah of a parchment Sefer Torah of a normal Jew. I go to the center. In the center of Eretz Yisrael in Shechem, between Argiz and Arevo, and we have there those big stones. And there you can copy your Sefer Torah. And Rashi brings down the Gemara Masechet Soito that really they had three places. One is 12 stones in the Jordan, 12 stones in the Gilgal, and 12 stones in Arevo. 36 stones, giant stones, and on those 12 stones they had the Torah written in 70 languages.
Inside the Jordan River, in the river itself?
In the bank of the Jordan River. Yes.
Each stone has the whole Sefer Torah?
The whole Sefer Torah. But according to Rabbi Saadia Goyen, was only written there the numbers of the mitzvahs, 630 mitzvahs. which means, like the way it's written in the Rambam on Alochas Doilois, mitzvah priverivia, mitzvah this, Shabbos, the mitzvahs. But wasn't written the whole story of the Torah. But according to the Ramban and Rashi, the whole literal Torah was written in order for people to copy, not to learn, also to copy all the Sefer Torahs for the Jewish people. It was a center of learning, all languages. And yet the Torah says, "V'sada to'osom besid." You should cover it with plaster. So the Griz, the Bitzchok Zev, Alevi Soloveitchik, asks, why they have to cover it with plaster? Just let it be open. We're afraid from the rain, from the sun, that will destroy the carving on the stones.
They cover it, you can't read it anymore? Is it covered?
With it covered, you can't read it. So what's the point? So comes the Griz and he says, when you want to learn Torah, you have to work hard. You can't receive Torah without working hard. You have to peel off. Peeling off the plaster means exert yourself. Prepare yourself, exert yourself. And when a person finished properly, you have to repaint it for another person to peel it off and learn. You couldn't just come and learn and copy. There is a museum in Yerushalayim. It's called Museum Israel, the Israel Museum. They have a room there. It looks like a chocolate cup. And they have there the olden books of the manuscripts of the Torah, 2,000 years ago and more, that they found in Comoran, in the desert, in the Dead Sea Desert. What? The Dead Sea Scrolls, yes. And another book of Ben Asher, the Rambam said that he copied the Sefer Torah from that book. Very exact Sefer Torah. Ketera, Ramsova, etc. So there's a place where has to be the original Sefer Torah, very exact, that everybody can come and copy or check what they copied. That is exact. It's a center to get the proper information of the Torah Hakadosh in Eretz Yisrael. But when Am Yisrael had the Beis Hamikdash, and they had the Sanhedrin Beis Hamikdash, so then the source of information and the translation of the information that had a Beis Medrash wasn't needed anymore in those 12 stones. Because we have Ki Metzion Tetzah Torah, from Zion the Torah come forth. So what is the message we see from this mitzvah? We see from this mitzvah that Eretz Yisrael cannot exist unless they have a spiritual center of learning, of having exact words of Torah to copy and to know exactly the information of Torah, center of information of Torah. We cannot exist. My Rosh Yeshiva, Rabbi Moshe Hillel Hirsch, Rosh Yeshiva Slabodki, he said that the foreign minister of the United States came to visit him and told him that he doesn't understand the Israelis. The land of Israel, the state of Israel cannot exist without a spiritual side. You have to have yeshivas. So why do they want to close yeshivas down? Send them to the army. There's the army, but we must have yeshivas. Because without a spiritual centers of Torah and teaching Torah, Israel cannot really live properly. That's what it says, Kimitzion Tetzah Torah. Torah says in Ksubis, and now it's right there to a page 20, it says there, that when a Jew comes to Yerushalayim, and he sees everybody is serving Hashem, the Kohan, the Levim, and the Israelim learning Torah b'ma'amodos, he gets inspired, and he goes back to his city, and he continues to learn in his spare time. Even though he's a peasant, even though he has to work in the land, he has to work in the field, there's no time much to learn, but he gets a boost from a center of Torah. So the Jewish people only had to have a center of Torah. When we came to Israel, right away, the first thing Hashem said, when you enter the land, before even you conquer the Goyim, right away build the center of Torah. Take those 12 stones and write the Torah, that anybody, in all languages, that anybody can acquire the Torah of the Jewish people, themselves and others. That's the number one, before everything else. Not only the state of Israel needs a spiritual side to it, it's first. It's prior to the physical. You want to succeed in the physical, you want to succeed in wars, what do you need to have first? Torah. Not only that, the Chavetz Chaim says, a person needs to work in his life to produce money, support. So, Chavetz Chaim says in Hilchos Shabbos and Bir Halacha that maybe a person or the Jewish people should have yeshivot and also teach them skills. They call it Torah v'avodah. When they're young, teach them Torah and also teach them skills. In the yeshivas, he says no. When you start, when they're young, if you teach them Torah and avodah, in the end, it will be only avodah, not Torah. So the beginning has to be ach v'rak Torah. Then there's a chance that when he does learn a skill or he does go to work, whatever he does goes to the world, since he was a period of time that he had ach v'rak Torah carved into his heart, into his soul, into his body, his emotions, there's a chance that when he goes out, he won't be pulled out. You're able to maintain Torah and Avodah. But if you start Torah and Avodah, there's no chance. We saw in reality, a lot of institutions in Eretz Yisrael started with Torah and Avodah. A lot of those kids, what happened to them became only Avodah, not Torah. I always tell Baalei Teshuvos, listen, Rabbi, I need money. I didn't learn a skill. Why you a rabbi? Why the rabbis don't teach in yeshiva, college, skills of college, university, together with Torah? It's beautiful. You need to. That will help you in the future. He says, you're right. But now when you come to yeshiva, you have 1 or 2, 3, 4 years, whatever Hashem gives you, hopefully all your life. Now you're building your foundation. Before, you never learned about tshuva, or you did, but you were in the modern Orthodox schools, you were dreaming with girls all day long, thinking who knows what, being somewhere else, not really in Torah. So you never really learned. Now you're coming back as a comeback. He said, I'm putting now a couple of good years, or Zman, 2 Zman, I'm building reinforcing my foundation, or I'm building my foundation. Build it right. Ach v'rak Torah, only Torah. When you have ach v'rak Torah, there's a chance when you go out, you're going to have Torah properly first. And Torah has to be first. Before you enter, before you conquer, build those 12 stones. That's the first thing you need to have. Before Yaakov Avinu came to Mitzrayim, it says, Vayishlach es Yehuda sholach lefonav. Yehuda he sent in front of him. And Rashi says, Chazal says, why did he send Yehuda before he entered Egypt? To search for where? A place where he can build his Beis Medrash. What do you mean? Come there and look. When you come there and look for Beis Medrash, a place where you live together. Why is first? Why before he enters Mitzrayim, he has to send his son Yehuda, first I want to know before I come, where I'm going to build my Beis Medrash. Why that's first? Should be simultaneously. No. First is what? Torah. You want to build your foundation properly, that's to be the main. If it's equal, and then you have the power of the world is stronger, it's going to be minor. We start as equal, and then the Olam Hazeh, the Cheretz becomes stronger. If you start ach v'rak Torah in the beginning, maybe then it'll be equal. Maybe. Even then it's a maybe. Because the power of the world, the answer is strong. So Hashem says, right away, when you go over the Jordan, right away, go 35 miles inside the land. all the way to Shechem. Go here, build those 12 stones. That's a center of information in 70 languages. That's the first thing. Before even we conquered the 31 kings in Eretz Yisrael. Before the Lamed Aleph, 31 Melachim kings in Eretz Yisrael. Before. And it was dangerous. The guy had to go all the way to Shechem and build it there. Before even they conquered all the enemies in between. No. Don't care about the enemies. Go that night with a commando. Who knows what carried those giant stones. And build it. That's the first thing you have to do. The message, and that's the importance, is Ach V'Rak Torah. That's the foundation. Foundation is to be only Torah. Then we do that. We succeed to conquer the land. We succeed to cultivate the land, to grow crops. We have brachas in the crops, in the wheat, and the grains, whatever we grow. Only the brachas come from it. Why? Because the first thing is Torah. Is the first thing is Torah connected to Hashem, Ach V'Rak Torah, then all the blessings come in. It has to be first. So I have a rabbi. I need to go to work. What's first? Start the day in learning. You tell you have to do something. What's the first? Shachris, learning, because Hashem is first. Hashem's not first. It's equal. You're out the window. There's no equal. And the truth is, even if you go out to the world, it's not going out. It's all continued. If you really learn Torah well and mitzvahs, when you go out, it's not going out. It's still in. You're serving Hashem. Your all eyes, your eyeglasses in the physical world is different. I'm going to do a mitzvah, bringing money to bring panos to my children. It's all mitzvahs. It's chesed. It says, the Gemara in Ksubah says, page 50, it says, Ashrei oise chesed tomin. Happy is the person who does chesed always. Who is it? Who does chesed all day long? One who works for panos and he has little kids at home. So all day long he does chesed. But that's a guy that learned Torah in yeshiva. You have to go out to work to do chesed. Everything is chesed. It's all Torah and mitzvahs. It's a continuation. It's one thing. But a guy wants to make money. He wants to have things. And also believe in Hashem and also Torah. Also. Doesn't work like that. The guy is different. It's not also. It's only Torah and mitzvahs. And chesed. What are you going to do? I mean, Hashem give us the bracha to understand. that Torah is first. Torah is first. It used to be a slogan, America first, right? You heard that guy?
Yeah.
The Gingy guy? No. Torah is first. Torah is first. Torah is first. רבי חנניה בן עקשיא שואל, רוצה הקדוש ברוך הוא לזכות ישראל לפיקה. היא ובנתנו שנאמר, אדוני חפץ למען צדקו ותורו ויעביר.